Chapter 14, March 19th, Rufus Morgan Shelter, North Carolina. Miles hiked today, 11. Total miles hiked on the Appalachian Trail, 133. Weather, warm, very spring-like. The trail was packed. From the moment we got on, I noticed how the number of hikers had increased. They're bunched together, Mom said. Some started early but have been moving slowly. Some started later and are moving fast. Not very many have quit so far. Mom spent the Monday at home dressed in business clothes, going to her bank and arranging things. I spent the day going through our packs and getting everything arranged there. I also went through the refrigerator and threw out practically all the food that was in it. We didn't need to leave another disgusting piece of meat. I stayed home all day. I kept thinking Dad would call. He didn't. Maybe he thought we were already on the road. When Mom got home, she looked worn out. She took off her dressy shoes and rubbed her insteps. "Can we leave right now?" I asked. "Yes," she said. She went upstairs. I followed. She changed into her hiking clothes and carefully put her work stuff away. Then she went from room to room, drawing curtains and checking baskets. They were all empty. I'd done that too. "There's a bus leaving in half an hour," I said. "Nancy's taking us," said Mom. Nancy was our neighbor, Mom's one good friend. Right back to where we left, the Forest Service road was dirt and a goat track. "She's got a Jeep, remember?" So we drove towards the trail in Nancy's Jeep. We stopped for dinner on the way, and it got dark. By the time we got to the Forest Service road, it was raining and absolutely black. Nancy turned onto the road and said, "Nope, no way." She parked, and we spent the night right there, with our sleeping bags draped across us. Mom and Nancy laid in the front seats, laid the front seats back, and I stretched out on the back seat. I don't know how Nancy felt, but Mom and I were fine. It wasn't any less comfortable than your average shelter. In the morning, Nancy hugged me hard and then hugged my mother. "This is a sane, healthy thing to do," she said. "Remember that." We were only about a mile from a shelter, so we stopped there and made a hot breakfast. The shelter was full, but of course we didn't know any of the hikers there. Beagle and Vivi and all the other familiar faces would be 30 miles away by now, and I was sorry we wouldn't see them again. When Mom wasn't looking, I checked the trail register. I had to flip back a few pages, but there it was, a box of stars, and inside, "Good night, Katadin, wherever you are." It was signed with a big B, which I knew meant Beagle. He was still thinking about me. We took it easy our first day out, only 8.5 miles, but Mom took the lead and seemed to be glad to be hiking. At lunchtime, she said, "You haven't even asked yet how everything went." "We're here," I said. "Do you want to know for how long?" "No." Because to tell the truth, I was still hoping for Katadin. I didn't want to tick her off, though, by saying so. Mom sighed. 2 months. Sabbaticals can be from 1 month to a maximum of 3. But they didn't seem very happy about my asking, so I told them I'd take 2. "If you're allowed 3, you should have taken 3. Look, I took a week's vacation last week with 0 warning, and they gave me extra time when Springer died. And I've had several years with lots and lots of sick kid days. I'm not exactly their star employee." "You work all the time." "That's your opinion," Mom said. Her tone softened a little. "And it's my opinion, too. I'll be honest with you. But it's not their opinion, okay?" "If it's a policy, they can't fire you," I said. "You should have told them 3 months. Mom took a swig of water. "I'm not sure I want 3 months of this. Did you see any of your friends when we were home?" "No." "Really? Not even Tanner? Did you call her?" "Yes," I lied. She wasn't home. At Rufus Morgan Shelter Sunday night, Mom said, "You want to go whitewater rafting tomorrow?" I was busy cooking. "No." Mom came over to me. "Come on, why not?" she said. "We're a mile out from the Natala Outdoor Center. Tomorrow we'll be walking right through it. We can stop and go rafting and stay the night in a hotel, then restock Tuesday morning. It'll be fun." "No," I said. "I want to stay on the trail. I've always wanted to go whitewater rafting." "So let's come back another time," I said. She looked stubborn. I poked the noodles I was cooking with a spoon. "You had your turn on the trail," I said. "This is mine. I want to hike." "Danny," Mom said. "No." The next morning, Mom walked into Natala wearing her stone face. We started our clothes in the laundromat there, walked to a grocery store a mile down the road, and stocked up for another week. We moved our wet clothes into dryers and paid to take showers, and we were back on the trail by noon. "It's too cold for rafting anyhow," I said. Once we were well on our way, the water would be freezing. Your problem, Mom said, is that you can't see the forest for the trees. I waved my arm. Look, I said, nothing but trees.